Constitution is an oppressive document. The Constitution makes change slow. It intends to make change slow. Right now, when I look at who's in charge of the U.S. House of Representatives, I think it's a good thing.
Teacher, but I mean a really critical look at the way in which the Constitution in everyday life causes people pain.
Can I destroy this? Or do you want to hold on to it?
Well, could you destroy it? Maybe it'd be kind of therapeutic for me.
Yeah, I'll put it. We'll put it in a shredder.
Like I said before, it's a very flawed document, and it's written by flawed individuals.
Yeah, free speech means freedom to destroy whatever you want to as well. Oh, you want to feed it in there?
I kind of just want to watch.
Now, the Constitution of the United States is a microaggression. It's hard to believe these stories are real, but they are. A video was just released by Project Veritas in which an investigative reporter traveled undercover to a number of colleges, including Vassar, Oberlin, Cornell, Syracuse, and Yale, where she, the investigative reporter, said that the Constitution was a trigger for her, causing panic attacks and anxiety. The administrators at these colleges, whom the reporter told of her Constitution-induced panic attacks, responded as reasonably as you would expect from the upper echelons of academia. They validated her feelings, bashed the Constitution, ripped it, cut it, and shredded it in an office shredder. Let me repeat. The college administrators destroyed the Constitution of our nation, the founding law of our land, the document whose sole purpose is to protect the rights, the free speech, the free thought, and the very freedom to live as we choose. They shredded our Constitution because it allegedly stressed out a student. Joining me now with her take is contributor for campusreform.org, Emily Larson. Emily, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
What did you think of these videos?
Well, obviously, this is incredibly distressing. This is the founding document of our nation, the Constitution. It protects all of our inalienable rights and liberties. And to see it being treated as trash is very distressing. And it's just a result of the extreme hypersensitivity that we see on colleges, campuses throughout the country.
Exactly. Now, before we even get to the political correctness aspect of this, and it is rife with political correctness, if a student came to the office and complained about a pamphlet, regardless of what it contained, any pamphlet causing a panic attack, shouldn't the college administrators refer her to a professional for counseling? It seems like that's a more serious issue than office workers should handle themselves.
You think that would be the case, and to their credit, a new video was released today, which you can see at campusreform.org, where the student, same undercover reporter, alleged student, went to Duke and UNC Chapel Hill, who gave that type of appropriate response. But this was only 2 of the 7 colleges where this appropriate response happened, and it makes you wonder what these students are learning at these college campuses about upholding our constitutional rights and liberties.
Right, and the fact that it isn't just an isolated incident, it didn't just happen at one college with one radical professor, that it was a pattern at several colleges that they went to. More colleges than did not respond in that way. Do you think this type of behavior should be considered free speech in the sense that you're free to destroy whatever you want, speech-wise, or is this an attack, a threat to our free speech and free thought?
Well, certainly these individual administrators have free speech, but they are in a position of authority on these college campuses. And it's even a bigger issue rather than them just shredding these Constitution in these cases. But there have been other numerous instances that we've seen at the Leadership Institute's campus reform where the administrators are telling students that they can't even pass out the Constitution. And these are real students, not undercover students, at public universities, at University of Akron in Ohio, Modesto Junior College, several universities where this is happening frequently.
Now, Emily, this is obviously a blatant liberal agenda on the campus. It's not just political correctness. It's a liberal agenda. And there have been recent studies that show that an overwhelming majority of college professors are very liberal as opposed to any conservatives at all, and that they don't tolerate much conservative thought in their classrooms. What have we done in our country to get ourselves to the point where on university campuses, which are supposed to encourage free thought, encourage exploration of all other viewpoints, what have we done in our nation to get to the point that on university campuses, these kind of actions are taking place?
That's certainly a concern, but I would say, what have we done on college campuses that things like this of nature are happening in real life? I mean, this hypersensitivity is leaking out of these college campuses and into real life, to where you see situations from a college campus where they're telling Christian leaders at Cal State that they can't be leaders of their Christian group. They have to, allow all religions. And then we're seeing something similar in religious liberty, for example, in Kentucky, where Christian t-shirt makers are being told that they have to attend sensitivity training because they don't want to create gay pride t-shirts. So it's very concerning, and it's a trend that we're seeing.